Some stories are not forgotten, even when we try to forget them. In the heart of Lagos, love, betrayal, and ancestral wrath collide. This is the tale of the girl he ghosted and the spirits that follow. My name is Kelechi Adogwu, but you can call me Kel. Everyone does. I've always believed in logic, code, systems, things you can measure and fix. That belief served me well as a software engineer, especially in the chaos of Lagos. I never believed in karma, or juju, or spirits. Not until the day I walked into the cold, gleaming glass building of Obatech Innovations and saw the ghost of my past sitting behind the CEO's desk. Let me take you back. The interview. The sun in Lagos that morning was brutal, but nothing compared to the pressure boiling inside me. I'd been living from gig to gig, barely surviving, after a contract in Abuja went bad. This job at Obatech could be the reset button I desperately needed. I remember walking up the steps of that pristine building, my resume in a brown envelope, sweating through my only good shirt. The receptionist didn't even look up. 7th floor, interview room. The elevator's ascent felt like Judgment Day. My heartbeat echoed in my ears. Ding! The doors opened, and there she was, Nneka. Her eyes locked with mine the second I stepped out, taller than I remembered, her dreadlocks coiled in a regal knot, lips painted deep crimson, and a tailored red blouse that commanded silence. My tongue froze. "You're the CEO," she smiled, slow and razor sharp. "Hello, Kelechi, it's been a while." She didn't offer a handshake, just turned and walked into the interview room. And just like that, I was drowning in a room full of executives, while the one person I'd once ghosted sat at the head of the table, like a queen judging her betrayer. "Why do you want this job?" she asked, voice calm like still water. I cleared my throat. "Because I'm good. I can build systems from scratch. Can you finish what you start?" she interrupted, eyes never leaving mine. The room fell silent. The others didn't understand the weight of that question, but I did. 10 years ago, Nsukka. She was light, laughter, fire. We met under the almond tree near the engineering block. She read Chinua Achebe like the words were prayers. I was the campus boy with a guitar and half-baked dreams. Nneka was kind, sweet, and just naive enough to believe that love could fix anything. We dated for over a year. She gave me her heart, and I left. Not in person. Oh no, that would have taken courage. I blocked her on WhatsApp, changed my number, and walked away without explanation. Why? Because I got scared. She wanted forever. I wanted fun. She was deep. I was shallow. And I told myself she'd be fine. Got the job. Not because I earned it, but because Nneka wanted something. I didn't know what yet, but the smile she gave me as I signed the contract, it wasn't forgiveness. It was a warning. "Probation," she said, "1 month, impress us." I nodded, but deep down, I knew. This was no ordinary test. That night, I told my girlfriend, Zara, "She's your boss? The one you ghosted?" I shrugged. It was 10 years ago. "Yeah, but karma doesn't wear a watch, Kel." She wasn't wrong. The assignment. My first task was brutal. Isolate and fix a security flaw in their AI firewall. I had 48 hours. No help, no support. I worked day and night. The code kept glitching. Every time I fixed something, a new error popped up, like the system was fighting me. Then the weird messages started. Lines of Igbo text appearing in the code console. "Omuna acho gi," "Death is looking for you." "Uche ekwensu," "The devil's intent." I checked the logs. No one had accessed the system. No trace. Just me and the code. At 3 a.m., my screen flashed red and black, then went blank. For 5 minutes, then rebooted itself like nothing happened. I was spooked. The visit to Uncle Mazi. I needed answers. I traveled to the east the next weekend. My mother's older brother, Mazi Obina, lived in a quiet village near Orlu. He was the only one who still practiced the old ways. After listening to everything, he sipped his palm wine and said nothing for a long time. Then he nodded. "You broke a woman's heart, a woman who carries old fire in her blood. You left her bleeding, but she bled into the soil. Now the soil remembers." He reached into a calabash and pulled out a white pendant. "Wear this. It reveals hidden things, but don't remove it. Not until you settle your debt." I put it on, felt nothing. But that night, as I sat in his compound, I saw them. Eyes, in the trees, a shadow in the form of an owl, watching. Zara leaves. By the following week, Zara couldn't take it. You talk in your sleep about spirits, owls, Nneka. I can't live like this. I begged her, but she walked out, and I was alone. The office confrontation. I went to Nneka's office, sweating, annoyed. You're doing this, I said. The errors, the whispers, the eyes, why? She stood slowly. You think you can break a woman's soul and walk away clean? Her eyes changed for a second, black, empty. You broke me. And when I broke, something else entered, something old, something waiting. I stumbled back, surprised. You want revenge? She smiled. Chuckles. No, I want balance. She reached forward and touched my forehead. The world turned dark. I collapsed. The spirit realm. I awoke in a place with no sky, white ground, no horizon, silence. And then I heard it, the voice of Mama Ogechi, a blind seer I'd met once as a child. Welcome, Kelechi. You have entered the trial of spirits. 3 shadows approached. One held a mirror, one held a blade, one held fire. Your past has been summoned, they said. Let your judgment begin. Awakening in the spirit realm. My body was cold, but I felt no chill. My chest heaved, but there was no air. My eyes blinked open to a world that felt like a memory I never lived. White sand, no sky, silence. The silence was thick, alive. A woman's voice broke it, old, familiar, and wrapped in smoke. Welcome, Kelechi Odogwu. The spirits have been waiting. From the mist walked Mama Ogechi, the blind seer. Her gray eyes stared straight through me. You remember me? She asked. Yes, I whispered. You once told my mother I'd be a bridge between worlds. She nodded slowly. And then you abandoned your destiny, just like you abandoned her. Nneka, I muttered. She clapped her hands once. 3 figures emerged from the mist, shadows with no feet, no faces, only symbols glowing on their chests. One held a mirror, one held a blade, one held fire. You are being tried for betrayal, cowardice, and spiritual debt. Each spirit will test you. You must pass or you will remain here, neither dead nor living until your soul rots. I wanted to scream, to run, but my legs wouldn't move. Mama Ogechi whispered, let the trial begin. The mirror. The first spirit approached. Its eyes glowed with silver light. It held out a cracked mirror. Look, it said, see the echo of your decisions. I stared. In the mirror, I saw myself at 21, laughing with Nneka under the almond tree. Then came the image of her crying in the hostel hallway, her hands shaking as she read my last text. Then I saw her kneeling in the dark, pouring palm oil on her chest, whispering ancient words into the dirt. A voice, my voice, echoed in the background. She'll get over it. Then the mirror cracked further. Blood oozed from the fracture. Coldly, she became something else, the spirit said, but only because you left her open. Sadly, I didn't mean to hurt her. Flatly, intention does not erase consequence. The mirror shattered. The spirit vanished. The blade. The second spirit stepped forward, a woman with a golden blade shaped like a crescent moon. Speak the truth, she commanded, to yourself. She raised the blade to my chest. Why did you ghost Nneka? I hesitated. Because I was scared, I finally said. She loved too hard. I didn't know how to receive that. Continue. I didn't feel worthy. She made me feel seen, and that terrified me. It was easier to disappear than to be vulnerable. The blade glowed. She offered you the future, and you offered her silence. She pressed the blade to my heart. You will carry this scar until you redeem it. Pain exploded in my chest. I fell to my knees. The spirit vanished. The fire. The third spirit towered above the rest. Eyes like burning coals, skin like charred wood. It spoke in a language older than thought, but somehow I understood. Your final test is Nneka. Fire flared, and I was back in Obi-Tech's office. Nneka stood there, unchanged, but everything else was ash. Tell me, she said, what do I mean to you now? I stepped forward, heart racing. I see you now, not as a girl I once loved, but as a woman I wronged. a force I disrespected. You didn't deserve what I did to you. Do you still believe love is weakness? She asked. No, I whispered. Love is power. The power to create or destroy. She stepped closer. What would you do if I asked you to suffer? As I did. I swallowed. I would accept it. She stared at me. Her eyes shimmered with tears. Then they vanished. The fire engulfed us both. Return to the living. I awoke in my apartment. Zara was sitting by the bed, stunned. You've been gone 3 days, you disappeared. I touched my chest, the scar was real. Nneka called later that day. Report to work tomorrow, she said. Her voice was flat. But I failed, I replied. She paused. No, you passed. But this is not the end. The ancestors have chosen you. We are linked now. Then she hung up. Back in the village, Mama Ogechi sat in her hut, eyes rolled back. Two spirits bound by broken love, she whispered. A war is coming, and the girl he ghosted may be the only one who can save him. 3 days after my return from the spirit realm, life in Lagos had not resumed normally. I would stare into puddles and see other faces staring back. Street vendors would stop and mutter prayers as I passed. Children in traffic whispered, "He carries the mark." The scar on my chest still burned, especially at night. At work, Nneka avoided me, but something told me it wasn't because she was done. No, this was just the eye of a storm. And then the city began to shift, signs and omens. On the 5th morning, a mass outage hit all of Obitech's systems. The servers crashed, routers sparked, and firewalls failed. But only our company, nowhere else in Lagos. In the boardroom, executives scrambled. Tech support shouted. Files disappeared, screens flickered, and then came the sound. A deep, ancient hum vibrating through the floors. I recognized it from the realm of spirits. Everyone else blamed hackers. Nneka walked in calmly. Her eyes scanned the chaos. "This is not tech failure," she said softly. "This is a message." Her eyes landed on me. It's for him. The return of the Ogbunabali. That night, I couldn't sleep. I sat alone, laptop open but untouched. Then came a knock. Soft, rhythmic. I opened the door. No one. But on the doorstep lay an ancient staff, a carved totem with NCBD symbols. I touched it. My vision blurred. In a flash, I stood on a cliff. Below me raged a black river. Thunder cracked the sky. The Ogbunabali, spirit of vengeance, rose from the waters. "Roo! You passed the trial," it growled, "but you carry the mark of imbalance." Thoughtful. "What do you want from me?" I asked. "The ancestors are not done with you. The one you wronged carries power, but if her heart turns bitter, the world will burn." Pleading. "Then help me," I pleaded. It nodded. "You must return to the place where it all began. You must face the forgotten gate." The next day, I told Nneka everything. To my surprise, she agreed to come. Relaxed. "We both have unfinished business there," she said. We traveled together to Nsukka. The university had changed, but the old almond tree still stood. We sat in silence under it. "I did love you," I said. She looked at me. "I know, but you didn't believe in it." She reached into her bag and brought out an old notebook, her journal from 10 years ago. Inside were spells, charms, rituals. Sad. "I tried to forget you," she said, "but every heartbreak awakens something in women like me, women with blood tied to the river spirits." The Forgotten Gate. We followed an old map her grandmother once gave her, to a grove deep in the forest behind campus. There, hidden under vines and moss, stood the gate, made of black stone, shaped like a spiral, and Sabiti signs carved deep into it. Thoughtful. "This is the gate of balance," Nneka said. "Only those with regret and repentance may enter." We joined hands, chanted the ancient prayer she taught me. The gate opened. The Spirit Council. Inside was not a place, but a realm. Floating islands, rivers made of memory, trees that sang. A council of ancestral spirits gathered. Some wore crowns of feathers, others bore faces of animals. Solemn. "You come seeking redemption," one said. Determined. "Yes," I replied. "Not just for me, for her, for what we both lost." Earnest, Nneka added. We want to end the cycle. We want peace. A female spirit approached. Her face was Nneka's, but older. Calm. You must give something, she said. A sacrifice to prove your truth. Curious. What do you require? I asked. Your voice, the one you used to charm and deceive. Give it for 7 days. I nodded. Resolute. Take it. Instantly, I lost my ability to speak. Nneka held me, and the spirits sang a song of cleansing. The return to Lagos. We came back changed. Obi Tech's systems restored themselves the day we returned. Zara reached out to me, thoughtful. I had a dream you were in fire, but you walked out holding her hand. I couldn't speak, so I wrote back, Chuckles, I found healing. I hope you do too. The pendant Uncle Mazi gave me cracked that night. Its work was done. Nneka's office. 7 days later, my voice returned. I stood in Nneka's office, holding a letter determined. I'm resigning, I said. She stared, surprised. Why? Resolute. I need to build something. Something that teaches boys to be better men. To own their wrongs. To face what they've broken. She walked over, touched my face tenderly. You're not the boy I loved. You're something better. We hugged, not lovers, not enemies, but something deeper. Kindred. And as I walked out of her office for the last time, I felt the world shift. Not in fear, but in peace. Exhales sharply.
And so, the story ends, not with vengeance, but with forgiveness. From a ghosted love to a spirit-touched destiny. Kel and Nneka found their way back to each other and to the truth. But remember, in our culture, nothing stays buried forever. Ghosts return. Ancestors speak. And sometimes, the one you hurt becomes the key to your healing. Thank you for watching. The Girl I Ghosted is now my boss. If this story touched your heart, like the video, subscribe for more and share this video.